have you back. We're going to do things a little bit differently tonight, and we're glad you're here to join us. This has kind of left the house a little bit. We took a little break tonight because we need to do some stuff inside, but we're going to be making butter tonight. Currently don't have any in the fridge. That's just, can't have that. We got to have some kind of butter in the house. So I went over to my uncle's farm, over to Florence Creamery, picked up a little bit of light cream, which has already been pasteurized, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. His is vat pasteurized, and we're going to do a little butter making tonight, so check this out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll take you through it step by step, and we'll just have a good time with it. Now, some of you that have your own cows at home, if you separate the cream, your raw cream, you'll have to, I'm going to save a little bit for my coffee. Your raw cream you have to sit out and let sour before you can start making butter with it. This being vat pasteurized, you don't have to do that. It helps if you let it get warm. It helps with the butter molecules forming. I can never remember which way to go. Yeah, that way. There's different stages to making butter. As we go through this, I'll try and show them to you one by one. It's kind of hard to get, once the jar gets coated with the milk film, it's kind of hard to see inside. But I'll try and show them to you as we go through. And this is where all the fun's at. Oh, and in case any of you are in the Mid-Ohio Valley, we live in West Virginia, right on the border of Ohio. Make sure you go check out, a lot of our local stores have it, but check out Florence Creamery. My Uncle Dave has all of his dairy stuff and all of his bottling plant right on the farm. So make sure you check out some Florence Creamery and support your local business, support your local dairy, wherever that may be. In any case, whoever it is, if it's your local dairy, make sure you go out and support them. Churning butter.
It's grilled.
Careful. Alright guys, we'll bring you over here so we can show you the whipped cream stage of this before the separation begins. Take a look down in here. This is the whipped cream stage. As you can see, it's nice and soft, fluffy. So we'll go ahead and keep on going from here. Okay. Alright guys, we'll show you this part of it. This is where it's beginning to separate the butter fat molecules from the buttermilk. Well, if my lovely assistant would come over here and hold this jar for me so I can unscrew the lid, because I forgot to unscrew the lid before I brought you guys over here.
But I'm in a road.
My lovely assistant, just use your hands and hold the jar, please.
Just don't get me in the camera.
She's putting away a recipe from a wonderful dinner that we had this evening.
Your lovely assistant was about to wash dishes. Oh wait, what am I supposed to do?
Hold the jar.
Oh.
I would like to see your hands hold the jar. There we go.
Hands. Ooh. Vanna White.
Okay. Thank you, my lovely assistant.
That's all I am to you.
No. Okay, this is the separation.
Looks like mashed potatoes.
It does kind of look like mashed potatoes, but it's not. You see the buttermilk in there and where the butter's starting to separate.
Wet mashed potatoes.
We're getting closer. We still got some more churning to do. Yeah. Guys, I think this one's done. We're going to go on to the next step and we'll take you over to the sink and get you started over there. Alright, now that we've got the hand washing taken care of, we're going to go ahead and separate the butter from the buttermilk. Yes, this thing is ancient and it does leak. Alright, we can put that buttermilk off to the side in the fridge and be good for coffee, biscuits, pancakes. Speaking of pancakes, can we have pancakes tomorrow? Sure. We'll put that in the fridge. Now we got our buttermilk separated. Now we're going to go ahead and wash the butter. No, we're not washing it with soap.
Make sure you use organic soap.
We're not washing it with soap. Do not use soap to wash your butter. Most people do not use shampoo to wash your butter. Wash your butter with cold water.
Hot water.
No. Cold water. I am going to run some hot water over this beater since I'm not going to get to clean it right away. We'll work on cleaning this later. Alright. See if we can get a good picture of this without making too much of a mess. There's your butter. Now we'll go ahead and wash it. Cold water. Cold as you can get. As cold as you can stand having your hands in. The objective is to get as much of the buttermilk out of the butter as possible. That'll make your butter last longer while it's in the fridge. And this is the reason why you get your hands clean.
Set a reminder for 8 a.m. to get a white sheet.
Okay.
And we'll do another batch of clean water. I normally like to wash it about 3 times. You just about get most of the buttermilk out of it after 3 times of washing it. Your water will normally come out fairly clean. And a little bit of buttermilk in the butter is not going to hurt anything. I know some people after they wash it will put it in cheesecloth and they'll squeeze out the remaining water or buttermilk, whatever's left. I like to take a little extra time washing the butter. That way I don't have as much to squeeze out later on, because I can just let it drain out and go ahead and wrap it in some plastic and call it a day.
Ow, why are you biting me?
That's pretty clean there. We'll leave it at that. Well, let's see. We're not going to wrap it up just yet. I'll get it out here on a plate so you guys can see. At this point, you could go ahead and put it in some cheesecloth and get the rest of the water or buttermilk out of it if you want. This is good enough for us. We go through it so fast that what little bit of buttermilk is left in it doesn't hurt anything. But this is your completed project, unless you wanted to do something fancy with it. For Christmas this past year, we did some flavored butters. We did obviously some salted butter and gave it away for Christmas presents. We did some cinnamon sugar butter and gave it away as Christmas presents. So at this point, you could go through and find you a butter recipe and add your ingredients to it if you're wanting to do flavored. And don't get any better than that, guys. Fresh homemade butter. I'll get me some saran wrap here in a little bit and form it into a mold. A lot of people have little butter molds and stuff like that. We actually use if we're going to give it away for presents, we use a ice cube tray, which let's see, is there one still in here?
Yes, it's all the way in the back on the right.
Okay, this is what we use for our butter molds. Is a little soft silicone butter or ice cream ice tray.
Wow, somebody's tired.
I can't speak tonight. It's been too late. Too many hours. Working on the house has got me wore out. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. Let me know. This is how I was taught to make butter. I'm sure there's many of other ways. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it. And along with the unpasteurized butter, there is some additional, or unpasteurized cream, there is some additional steps to take, which I'd be happy to answer those questions for you too. There's a lot of people that are making butter with what do they call it? Whipping cream from the store bought. You can do that also. I've seen a lot of people do that, but it's just not the same as the real stuff. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. I got some cleaning up to do. We're going to go ahead and get this butter put in the fridge. We thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Going to be another video on the tiny house coming up soon. So don't forget to look for that. Hit that little bell notification so you know when it comes out. Alright. Y'all have a good evening. Bye, everybody. A lot of this I am going to edit out.
Why?
Because we're not going to sit here and watch.
Can you just like make it a fast forward video?
I don't know.
Speed it up?
I haven't tried.
You've seen videos like that.
Yes. Is this the part where we mess with everybody and put in a little SpongeBob thing that says 2 hours later?
But it's not 2 hours.
Yeah. I'm sure the people that have made butter would get a kick out of that though.